it to Friday. Today is Friday. It's May, whatever it is.
15th.
15th, thank you. Middle of the month already.
I know,
Can you believe
it
that?
is.
It is May 15th, 2015, so that's 051515.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, hi there. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. If you haven't figured that out by now, my name is Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Friday morning. Glad to have you with us.
I hope you're doing well today. And by the way, if you happen to miss, if you're not watching right now,
Yeah.
go ahead and watch at noon, because we'll be doing this again at noon o'clock.
Same exact thing.
Same exact thing.
That's right.
That's
well,
right.
This weekend is a big weekend. We have Relay for Life tonight.
Oh boy, yeah.
And then
yeah.
Wings Over Wayne all weekend.
That's right, and and I'm so honored to to have been asked to MC the Relay for Life along with Kirk Keller. Kirk and I will be out
You'll
there
have a good time.
and kind of trying to move things along, and we will have a good time and enjoying it, but always remembering and
Why
keeping
you're
sight
there.
of why we're there.
For
Exactly. Exactly. I hope you're able to come out there. Relay for Life starts at 4 o'clock at the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds. Continues overnight, all night, up until about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
That's right.
That's right. And then tomorrow morning, woo!
More fun begins.
More fun at the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, whom we happen to love, by the way.
Yes, their air show and open house.
Open house is tomorrow. You get a chance to see and talk to some of our American heroes that live right here in Wayne County.
That's right.
That's right. Our personnel at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, whom I consider to be American heroes. And you're invited to attend the open house, free of charge.
That's right.
No
Don't cost
admission
a dime.
fee. No admission fee. Just go on in. The gates open at 8 a.m.
Yep.
And if you'll follow the directions of the people who are leading you to a parking spot, you won't have any problem at all. Right?
Yep.
You
They'll
follow.
shuttle you right over.
They'll take you and you park you, and then you get on the shuttle, and then you just shuttle right on over there, right on over to the flight line. Then you debarkinate the shuttle.
Disembark.
Disembark. That sounds like you're missing a limb, you know.
Well.
You know? But no, don't do that. But you leave the shuttle, and then you find a good place just to get out and walk around. There's so much to see. You won't be able to see it all
No, not
in
in
one
one
day.
day.
No, so you'll have to come back the second day, because it's going to be going on Sunday as well.
And then there's that big surprise concert that was just announced earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Kelly Pickler, a very own North Carolinian, born and bred young lady who
That's right.
goes around the country and puts on shows everywhere. Well, she's going to be right here in Goldsboro, North Carolina on Saturday afternoon, right after the Thunderbirds. So Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon after the Thunderbirds perform.
That's right.
There'll be a moment that you can actually go up and talk to the Thunderbirds, get their autograph, talk to them, and then right after that, the Kelly Pickler Show will be taking place.
That's exactly right.
And you'll be able to, if you don't know where it's going to be held, don't worry about it, you'll hear it.
You will hear the singing.
That's exactly right. Oh, yeah.
And there's all kinds of great things happening all day Saturday and Sunday. The days are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few acts that vary, but most of the bigger acts are happening simultaneously.
Right. Kelly Pickler will not be there on Sunday.
Right.
That's
She's
right.
just a Saturday night.
Only Saturday
concert.
night. All right. Let's see what we have here.
I think our very own Majesty Rose may be singing the national anthem one of those days. I'm not sure which day.
Really?
Yeah. So
We love Majesty Rose.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it's a big, big weekend here in Goldsboro. So get
It
out,
is.
get involved. There's lots of opportunities for you.
I hear
this
that a
weekend.
lot. Get out.
Get out,
Yeah,
Will.
yeah, I hear that a lot.
Get out, Wayne.
Yeah, thank you. I'm leaving. All
What
right.
else is going on?
Well, let's see here. I was going to look over some birthdays here very quickly. Lainey Kazan is 75 today. She was in Harry and the Hendersons, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, yeah. That was actually a good wedding. I mean, good, not wedding, a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, she was Aunt Frida on The Nanny. She was Maxine on Desperate Housewives. But Lainey Kazan, been around a long time, has done a lot of stuff from Broadway to big screen, little screen. 75. Chaz Palminteri. If you don't know the name, you'd certainly know him to see him. He's one of those guys. He too has been around a long time. He was Shorty on Modern Family. He's on Rizzolian Isles as Frank Rizzoli Sr. But he's done a lot of stuff. He has that look, you know, that mobster type look. So he's been in a lot of that type of movie. But he's just a nice guy. Chaz Palminteri. He's 63. Lee Horsley. I don't know if you know who that is or not.
I do not.
But he was in a TV show called Matt Houston back in the 70s. And he was a private detective type guy, but he was really good. He's 60 today. He was also in Django. He was the sheriff in that. Brenda Bakke. Brenda Bakke she was in Hot Shots Part 2. She was in LA Confidential, Under Siege 2. She's 52 today, very pretty. Birthday today for David Krumholtz. He was, if you ever saw the show Numbers,
Yes.
I love
Several
Numbers.
times,
This is
yeah.
Charlie.
Okay.
Charlie's name is David Krumholtz, and he was in Numbers. He played Charlie Epps. He was Joe on the TV show Partners, Josh on The Good Wife.
Okay.
He's 37. And Alexandra Breckenridge is Jesse in the TV show The Walking Dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is, they already had their season finale, so now people just watch reruns right
Oh,
now.
they're watching? Okay. Well, see, I missed the whole thing.
I understand.
Okay. I guess it's time for us to go to our interviews
I
now.
think it might be.
Okay.
See you soon. Have you heard about the First Tee Golf Shop right there on Spence Avenue here in Goldsboro? Well, joining me in the studio today, I have owner John Berry here to tell us why they've won 2 huge awards, national awards, right here in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you, John.
Kim. Glad to be here.
I'm so excited for you guys. Oh my goodness.
This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's first start with, in 2014, you all were awarded the top 100 Fitter of the Year by Ping.
Yes, this
That
is
is
an amazing
huge.
award, and we've really had a lot of fun with this. Ping has recognized us as just delivering a stellar type of fitting that really puts the customer first and really is looking at their interest and making sure that what goes out the door really helps out golfers and helping them lower their scores.
Perfect. Well, you know, you obviously have an individualized fitting. You obviously know what you're doing. You got an award, 2014 Top 100 Fitter of the Year by Ping. Now, that was your first big award.
That was big, and we thought, this is really good.
Yeah, and then how about this?
This was a big surprise. We didn't know this was coming.
Oh my gosh, in 2015, you all just have found out, not too long ago, let me find this one so I can showcase it. You have been awarded out of Golf Digest. Let's make sure everybody sees the right issue.
Yes.
And which
That's the
issue
May
is this?
issue. Just came out.
May issue just came out, Golf Digest. Let's see what that is. You have, there we go, Golf Digest. Lexi's on the front.
Yep.
On the inside it says, America's 100 Best Club Fitters. I mean, America's
That's-
100 Best Club Fitters in
We don't
Goldsboro,
sell any
North Carolina.
products for them. We don't sell their magazine, but somehow we were recognized by them, and it's really a tremendous honor. Just the level that brings to this community and to Eastern North Carolina.
Absolutely.
You know, the interesting thing is this has kind of been a building process to get to this. It started back in 2007. Ping had recognized us as Ping Fitter of the Year, and our expertise has just kept growing, and we've developed 6 or 7 different complete fitting systems. We have a Ping fitting system, a TaylorMade fitting system, a Titleist, a Mizuno, Callaway, a King Cobra system. It just keeps going, but now we have got people who drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to shop with
Wow.
us multiple times a week, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I imagine it is. You have really got a rapport with your customers, and they get such individualized attention there. But tell me, for a non-golfer, so looking at this from the outside, why is the fit of your club so important to the game of golf?
Fit is everything. It's almost like getting a wrong size outfit. If you were to go buy a large size dress and it just would look sloppy on you, it wouldn't fit you right. You wouldn't have the confidence to really wear that. Well, club fitting is very similar to that. What we do is today's golf clubs come in lots of different components, and this is actually one I've taken apart. They screw together here on the bottom, and our store actually with these type of components, we probably have over 20,000
Oh my goodness.
different fitting options. And so to find out what somebody needs, we're looking at the shaft. We're looking at what type of shaft do they need. And so this affects how high the golf ball goes, and then what the golf ball does. What keeps the golf ball in the air is spin. It's actually backspin. And so different shafts affect that differently. So each person is almost like a fingerprint.
Yeah.
And so we're looking, what do they need? How much spin do they need on the ball? How high do they need to hit it? And so sometimes the shaft affects how high the ball goes. And other times, the loft, the angle that the face of the golf club is on.
And you can figure all that out by watching someone swing?
No, I can't.
Okay.
We have a really sophisticated computer system that does this. Actually, several computer-aided things. Our computer system, it's about a $7,000 system
Wow.
that looks at everything. It looks at the angle that the golf ball's flying at, how fast it's moving, and if it's going right, if it's going left. And then we start looking at that on somebody and seeing what's that golf ball going to do and how can we make it do it better.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Now I understand why you have so much recognition, and you've obviously been doing this for years.
We're actually the second oldest golf shop, off-course golf shop in North Carolina. The shop has been there since 1987, and my wife and I bought it back in 1995.
1995. So tell me a little bit about your story as you've gone through the years of owning this First Tee Golf Shop.
Well, we started out supplying all the needs that everyone needs, from golf shoes to shirts, to the clubs, putters, balls, everything that you need for golf. But then we just started developing the skills and going deeper and deeper on fitting skills and just learning how to customize golf clubs. I actually started building golf clubs for W.K. Lewis, the former owner of the golf shop.
Yes.
I made clubs for him and delivered them to him before I bought the shop, and found out he wanted to sell the shop. And my wife and I thought, well,
what a good endeavor.
A bad day at the golf shop beats a lot of other things.
Exactly.
And it's been true.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that, and then we just have got better and better, more tools and more tools.
Right.
And now we're at a world-class level of fitting.
Obviously.
We've had people actually fly in to get fit by us.
Wow.
When the Golf Digest came out, I actually had a guy email me from, I think he was out in Wyoming. He said, "Congratulations, I'll see you in May." I have no idea who this guy was. Lots of fun stuff has been going on.
Wow, that is fantastic. You know, the list goes on and on about what makes you all special and unique. But the fact that is important to me as a citizen of Goldsboro is we have fantastic shops right here in our community that are getting national recognition.
Yes.
And kudos to you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, wow. What does it mean, honestly, to a customer to have a custom fit? I know you were talking a little more a minute ago about, you know, the dress size, sort of making it where I would understand it. But to a golfer, explain to them a little more about a custom fit.
Well,
and how you all do it differently.
We get golfers who come in from every talent level, every skill level, and those folks, when they come in, they've typically maybe just bought something right off the shelf and said, "This works for me." And there's a certain level of proficiency that does come with that.
Right.
But when you start looking at it, there's always something that can be improved, and quite often a lot of things that can be improved, and that ends up lowering scores, raising their confidence when they play golf.
Right.
It just makes golf a lot more fun.
I'm quite sure, especially if you're going to do it often.
Yes.
Wow. Well, tell me more, if you will, about the awards that you've won and how you found out about them.
Well, this one was a fun one. The Golf Digest, we didn't have any idea this was coming out, and we were actually talking to one of our vendors, and he said, "I just got Golf Digest and saw this in there."
This is so amazing.
And then it just grew from there, and we've had people calling us, emailing us, showing up. The very next day, I had a guy come up. He was from White Lake, about an hour and a half away. He just shows up. We normally do appointments for fittings just so we can honor that person's time.
Right.
But he just shows up, says, "I need help with my driver today." He was an older gentleman, about 65, and it was fun. And we were able to help him. He comes back a week later, "I need help with my irons too."
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, it says right here, America's 100 best club fitters. I mean, in the entire United States, you all have been listed. You see, there's only 100. That is a huge honor. Oh,
There's
my
places
goodness.
that are a lot bigger than us, but we wouldn't say that they're better.
Right.
What we've specialized is personalized service. Just
Makes
getting
a
to
big
know
difference.
people as friends. If you come through the door, you're a friend of us. And that's probably the one thing we hear over and over again is the personalized service.
Yes.
That we care about people. And there's times our goal is not to sell somebody a piece of equipment. Our goal is to find a solution. If we get you on the computer and we work with you, if we can't find a solution, we'd rather just say, we'll work on something else at another time. But our main goal is to make sure that when someone walks out the door, their golf game's better.
Absolutely. And you know, getting to know the person can also help with the fit of multiple things for their golf game, I would assume.
Absolutely. We see people choosing the wrong golf ball. They just think, well, I just go and buy the cheapest ones that are on sale, and they find out they actually don't perform for the needs that they have. Maybe they need to hit a little higher. Maybe they need it to stick on the green better. Then they start looking at their putter, and maybe I had a gentleman yesterday. I love this putter, but he couldn't make any putts with it. Well, it ended up being a couple inches too long for him.
Oh my goodness.
And he had no idea that his golf club or his putter was too long for him. So we cut it down, made it more comfortable to him, and all of a sudden the putts started going in really easily.
Wow. It makes a huge difference, obviously.
It does.
Now tell me about some of these different name brands that you all carry in the store.
Absolutely. We carry the nicest brands that are in the industry. And so from that, there's some locations that would sell maybe just one brand. There's some great golf courses that maybe all they would have is the Ping brand, and the Ping is really an outstanding brand, but we took an approach to sell the best in the world, but we'll have it all. So
you can pick and choose.
Yes, we want to put that into the court of the customer. Let them see what they do. And actually, we say the first step of fitting is club selection. What do you like?
Okay.
What looks good to you? And then we start working on that and getting different parameters changed on the golf club. So what goes into fitting a set of irons? Well, the first thing we need to know, is the club the right style club? Is it forgiving enough? Forgiving means the size of the golf club, so different talent levels need different shaped golf clubs. So we help match up the shape of the golf club to the person's skill level. And many people
I had no idea.
Maybe they have something they bought back in the 80s or 90s, and the technology has kept on going. Then another real key factor is when you look at a golf club, you want it to be looking at your target. Well, people kind of look at that, but what they're not seeing is that when this club is loaded or being swung at probably 80, 85 miles an hour, it actually toes down. So we actually check people while they're swinging and while they're hitting the club to see, can we get this club face looking right at the target of the golf club? And then you have short people, tall people. And so we need to make sure the length of this club is exactly right. You know, your hand size is different than my hand size. Maybe I can't palm a basketball, but you can palm a tennis ball or a golf ball, right? Well, the grip size is a critical thing. We have folks that come in that they have basically like a catcher's mitt for a hand, huge hands, and they grab hold of the club, and it's like they gripped it here, and they barely can hold on to the golf club because they have the wrong size grips.
And had no idea.
Correct. And then if you look at the golf club, the material the shaft is made out of is a critical component. That's actually the engine of the golf club. And we talk about how stiff the golf club is. How fast a person swings tells us what shaft they need. And we actually have one club that has an onboard computer that has an accelerometer in it that tells us how fast somebody swings, how they load that shaft, how they unload it, so then we can choose the correct shaft for them. So again, I can't figure it out just looking at them and going, what do they need?
But you have multiple tools.
We have this computer that actually tells us how they load and unload that club. So that's very, very crucial. And then we find out if they need steel or graphite, and it just goes on from there. And then the other component that people don't think about is what they call set makeup, or some people call it a gap fitting. So you started off with a driver at one end, and you go all the way down to your putter. Well, the 14 clubs that you need in your bag would maybe be different than the 14 clubs I need.
I think they might.
Based on how you swing, how high you hit the ball. So we help get that assortment correct, and that's called a bag fit or called a gap fitting. And we actually use software again to help us figure out what those pieces are.
It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I had no idea golf was so complicated.
It's fun too.
It's a fun game. Obviously, many, many people love it. But what I am excited about, once again, is that you all have been here for so long. You've made a name for yourself. And not only have you made a name for yourself in our community, but you've made a name for yourself in the national community.
Thank you.
I mean, this is amazing. We are thrilled. Let me pull the front up so we can see the name one more time. We have 2 different huge awards here. Congratulations to you guys. Oh my goodness, to have such awards to a place right here in Goldsboro, North Carolina is wonderful. Your website is on the screen right now for people to see how they can get in touch with you. It tells what brands you all carry. It tells all kinds of information, so check them out. First Tee Golf Shop right there on Spence Avenue. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
You coming
really
in.
Appreciate it. Appreciate your support.
Oh, absolutely.
And thanks for letting us tell our story.
You know what? That's what we're all about, is giving out information and telling local stories. So if you've not been to First Tee Golf Shop, give them a try. Go check them out. See what it's all about. They are national award winners. Kudos again.
We'd love to help you out. Thank you so very much.
Fantastic. And that's what's happening in your community.
We are all connected by the desire to live healthy lives. You better yourself through discipline and hard work, and you educate yourself to make better health decisions for you and your family. And your local health department in North Carolina wants you to know that you are not alone. We're striving to help you build a healthier life by saving North Carolinians over $16 billion per year in potential healthcare costs. Every year, we serve over 100,000 patients and provide over 1 million services to protect the public, promote health, and prevent disease in North Carolina. It's all about you and your future. We want you to experience full quality and quantity of life. We're working with you so you can enjoy more of the important moments that matter. This is public health in North Carolina, working every day, many times unseen, to help make the healthy choice the easier choice through community change. Taking care of you and your environment. We are here every day, everywhere, for every person. We are the local health departments of the North Carolina Public Health System. Together, we can build a healthier and smarter future for North Carolina.
Yes, I know you were hoping, but it is still Friday.
Yay, yay.
Yay!
We love our Fridays.
We do love Fridays. Yeah.
Love our Fridays.
The only thing better than Friday is
Saturday.
that's it, Saturday. There you go. Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. Because, you know, Wings Over Wayne air show is this weekend.
Do I need a pencil?
No, you do not.
No, I don't need,
I think
okay.
you can, your problem is going to be narrowing it down.
Oh.
What is your favorite part of the air show before you go? And then I want to hear when you come back what you enjoyed the most.
Oh, gosh. Okay, before we go to the air show this
Right.
weekend, tomorrow, I
Maybe
have
give me two.
so
Oh,
many.
you get-
Okay,
you get two.
Well, okay, this is excluding the Thunderbirds because everybody loves the Thunderbirds.
okay.
Besides the Thunderbirds, two things that I like the most. I like to look at the old planes.
Okay.
Okay, and I love the aerobatics of the private pilots that really put on a show.
Yeah.
They put on a show. I don't know how they do it. The acrobatics and aerobatics, it's amazing how they keep these planes up in the air. But they do.
For sure.
Yeah, they do. And I think that and okay, there's a third.
Tora
I
Tora.
love I love Tora Tora Tora, but I love to watch the people.
Yeah, I
I
knew you
love
liked
to
that
watch
before.
the people watching the show.
Yeah.
That is more entertaining than anything else to watch, especially the kids.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that. You know can
Yeah.
you imagine how big those eyes get?
Oh, they
and how
do.
much attention is on when they're doing the airplanes are just
Yes.
doing all kinds of looks like gymnastics.
Yeah,
in
well,
the air.
yeah. You know, that's a good way of putting
Right.
it. Gymnastics in the air. Yeah, there you go.
Well, we'll see what your answer is when you get back.
Okay,
If it's the same or if you found something new.
okay.
Because each year they bring something new
They
in.
do. They do. Of
Didn't
course.
I hear something about there was going to be some racing in Lamborghinis
Oh my goodness, yes.
on the airstrip?
Ever since
That's what I heard.
I was about 14 or 15, I was always a fan of Lamborghini. The P400 Miura was an amazing automobile. The styling it was just out of this world. And it's only gotten better. But I can't wait to see the Lamborghini
Oh,
out
yes.
there. The Lamborghini, there was something else too.
I know, I can't remember
That
what
was
it was.
just as fancy, but I
Uh-huh.
can't remember.
Me either.
I can't remember. Anyway,
Lots of new things they're bringing in this year that they did not do in 2011.
yeah.
We'll
yeah.
see.
Okay, we will
yeah.
see. Oh boy.
Tomorrow.
Did I say, what was I, 13 or 14? Yeah, I guess I was. That was just a few years ago. Oh yeah, well every month has its moon.
Yes, it does.
Okay, every month you do see a moon at some point in time, and every moon has a name. For
Yes.
instance, January was the full wolf moon.
That's what I remember you telling us.
Right,
that.
and February was the full snow moon, March the full worm moon. Well,
wow.
May has a month, and very simply, the full flower moon. In most areas, flowers are, of course, abundant everywhere during May. Thus, the name of the moon is the full flower moon.
Okay.
Other names for the moon of May include the full corn planting moon
Okay.
or the milk moon.
Interesting.
Questions?
I have none.
Boy, I'm glad to hear that.
Well, okay, so reminding everyone, city council meeting this Monday night.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Starting at 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
regular meeting at 6, all happening in city council chambers, so
Uh-huh.
that's a little different.
Okay.
And then the next morning, what do the commissioners have?
Well, the commissioners begin their meeting at 8 o'clock with a briefing, which is when they actually go over what they're going to be talking about and make any changes to the agenda that might need to be made. And of course, that's open to the public. Everybody's
Right.
invited to attend. And the only reason there'd be changes to the agenda is if something has to be moved or changed, a time has to be changed to accommodate for somebody who may be from out of town. Then the meeting itself actually begins, the official meeting begins at 9 a.m. for commissioners. The Wayne County Board of Commissioners meeting next Tuesday, all right? But boy, we've got to get through this air show.
Yes.
I can't wait. This is exciting. You know, we have not had an air show. We have an air show here every 2 years.
Right.
So the last one was in 2011.
Yes, it was.
We didn't have one in 2013. And
been
this
a
is
while.
it. It's been 4 years, so this is it. And oh boy, I can't wait.
I know you love it.
I do love it. This is great.
Well, it's a great way to showcase what Seymour Johnson Air Force Base does and is and how they protect us and how they not only protect us, but they protect so many of us across the United
Exactly
States.
right. You know, there'll be demonstrations of armament loading.
That's right.
There'll be demonstrations by the working dogs. We'll be showing. We'll be running. And okay.
Yes, it will.
Okay, that was pretty clear. Get off the stage. All right. All right, but yeah, it is time for us to go. We're out of time.
That's right.
We will
Pack
do
your
this.
bags.
We will do this tomorrow.
We're leaving, but we want to see you at Wings Over Wayne tomorrow.
That's exactly right. In other words, have a great weekend. I'll see you at the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Kim and I will both be out there. But we'll see you then. So have a great weekend. And until Monday on Wayne Goldsboro Television, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.